Hello, friends, and welcome to episode 7, The Woman You're Leaving Behind. This is another episode of Letters from the Victorian Muse. So let's get the candle lit, we'll let the room settle, and get into a nice, cozy, quiet little cocoon while we listen. Last week, we talked about embodiment. The moment you stop just healing and start living as the woman you're becoming. This week, we talk about the woman you're leaving behind. Sometimes, the woman you're becoming has to protect the girl you used to be. Let those words settle. Let them land. Just give them a moment to sit there. This week's letter. Wow. It's going to be a little bit of a deep one for you guys, okay? So this is an insight into my own personal journey, so it's going to be a little deeper. This week's letter, the truth about where you come from. Becoming her isn't just about blooming. It's about acknowledging the soil you grew from. And some of us didn't grow from soft places. Some of us grew from tension, fear, emotional bruises, and roles we really never chose. This part isn't pretty, but it's the real. Growing up with my relationship with my sister wasn't sunshine and rainbows. It came with baggage, a lot of baggage. The kind that teaches you to shrink, to stay quiet, to keep the peace at your own expense. When you grow up walking on eggshells, you kind of learn to abandon yourself before anyone else can. You learn to survive, not thrive. You learn to anticipate storms instead of trusting the calm. You learn to make yourself small so someone else can feel big. You know what I mean? And those patterns, they don't magically disappear when you become adults. They really don't. They follow you. They shape you. They whisper old scripts into new seasons of your life. Childhood wounds have a way of shaping our adult selves. They come back. We think we grown or healed or outgrew them, but they come back and they do play a role in shaping our adult selves. For years, I carried those childhood dynamics into my adult life. Not because I wanted to, but because they were familiar. I became the peacekeeper, the quiet one, the one who apologized first, the one who absorbed the tension so others didn't have to. I was the one who abandoned myself to avoid conflict. And I think some of you know exactly what that feels like. I really do. I think there are some out there that are not in their head right now, like, yeah, Patty, I'm with you. I understand this. Well, here's the truth. You cannot become her while living as the version of yourself shaped by someone else's pain. At some point, you have to choose differently. There's a waking moment, a turning point. For me, it was grief. Grief has a way of pulling old dynamics to the surface. It strips down everything to its rawest form. At my brother's wake, I felt those old patterns rising. The tension, the fear, the familiar emotional choreography between me and my sister. I was filled with angst and anxiety, and I was just shaken the night before. But this time, I didn't step back into the role I was raised to play. And believe me, guys, my parents did their best. They really did. I didn't shrink, and I didn't fold. And most importantly, I didn't abandon myself. And trust me, that was not easy. I did it with trembling legs and probably a little tremble in my voice. But I chose peace, my peace. I chose clarity. I chose the woman I'm becoming, not the girl I used to be. I set a boundary, a very firm boundary. A quiet one, a steady one, but a necessary one. And it wasn't out of anger. It wasn't out of revenge. It was done out of self-respect. And do you know what the healing actually feels like afterwards? I didn't feel guilty. I didn't feel selfish. I didn't feel like I did anything wrong. I felt steady. I felt aligned and clear-minded. I felt like I finally protected the younger version of me. The girl who never had the chance to speak up. The little girl who never felt safe enough to say no. The girl who learned to carry wounds that weren't hers. And guess what? She deserved that moment. I deserved that moment. I'm finally becoming her. And that's when I realized something truly amazing and sacred. Becoming her sometimes means becoming the guardian your own inner child needed. For anyone in a toxic family dynamic, if you're listening to this and you're in a toxic relationship, whether it's with a sibling, a parent, a partner, even a friend, I want you to hear this. I want you to hear it clearly. You are allowed to leave behind the version of yourself that was shaped by someone else's harm. You are allowed to set boundaries, even in grief, even in family, even when no one else understands. You are allowed to choose your own peace over patterns. You're allowed to choose your healing over history. I think a lot of us think because there is history that we set aside our own healing for others' comfort, but not for our own. And you need to hear this very clearly. You are allowed to choose yourself. That was something really hard for me to learn, that I had the permission to choose myself. And do you know where that permission came from? My own spirit. The woman you're leaving behind, she's the one that used to shrink. She's the one that apologized for just existing. The one who kept the peace at her own expense. The one who carried wounds that she didn't cause. She stayed silent to avoid conflict. She was the one who believed she had to learn to earn love through toxic behaviors, toxic patterns, through suffering. So you honor her by not becoming her again. You honor her by choosing differently, by choosing yourself. You speak differently. You live differently. You love differently. You love yourself differently. That's how you honor her. That's how you honor becoming her. The becoming continues. It's a journey. It isn't linear. And it's definitely not tidy. It isn't painless. Boy, guys, there is going to be some pain, some hard things to face. But it's sacred and it is needed. Every boundary, every truth spoken, and every step you take away from old patterns and old wounds is a step towards the woman or man you are becoming. And damn, isn't she or he worth every single one of those steps? I think she is. I think for you, those steps are worthy. You're worthy because you're protecting you and your peace and your becoming. Sometimes the woman you're becoming has to protect the girl you used to be. You need to be the woman, become that woman that little girl knew you would become, that she needed you to become. If you're here and you're listening to this letter, I hope it resonates. And I hope you realize that you are already here doing the work. And I am so honored to walk beside you on this journey. I am so grateful you are here with me on my journey. I told you this episode was going to be a little deeper. It was going to touch on some really personal emotions and shadow work I had to do. And we're going to continue because my journey is not over yet. And I want to take you there with me, with hopes that it can help someone else who is at that threshold, who is at that moment ready to bloom and become her. So that being said, thank you for listening to another episode of Letters from the Victorian Muse. Until next time, my friends, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. I love you guys. Mwah. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you receive notifications of when the next letter arrives. You can also stay updated through my social medias, Facebook, Instagram, or just head over to our website, thevictorianmuse.com.